You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Hey, guys, we're back. Tailgating. I think we're doing pretty good, but I'm Bruce with Marcus and Daryl. I think we've been doing pretty good so far. You know, there's one more game left, you guys that are watching. We're filming this just when the Cavs and the Pistons are Pistons. Is it the Pistons? No. Pistons. Yeah, I'm getting all these mixed up. They're playing right about now, so we're going to make a prediction about it. But the other ones, looks like it's going pretty good the way we've been calling it because we're experts. But before we get started, I want to ask you my trivia question. Here's the question. We'll answer at the end. What player, don't answer it right now because you guys might know, but what player in the NBA Finals is the only player to win MVP for the losing team? You know?
Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure I get this correct. You're saying a player got MVP. Oh, so not the season MVP, but the finals MVP.
The finals MVP, like in the Super Bowl V. You know, Chuck Howley got the MVP, but the Cowboys lost. So the same thing happened this time. There's one NBA player who got MVP, even though his team lost in the finals.
Man.
Anyway.
I think I know who it is. Just
don't say yeah, because I want people
comment
down there who you think it is, who you know it is. Some of you might know. Some of you, most of you probably don't. I don't know. But anyway, didn't digress. That's part of the show. Anyway, we had Spurs versus Thunder coming up. I think we both predicted it all the way through. We thought that. I really think this should be the finals. You know, these are, I think, are the two best teams in the NBA this year. I heard that SGA might be a little hurt. You know, he's going to play. I understand he's going to play, but he was got a little hand injury, little abdomen. But they all are hurt some one way or another. It's just he's important to that team, obviously, and I don't know how that's going to play out. Just so you know, sorry about this, I'm going with the Thunder in 6, mainly because of experience. Going back, I think one of you guys always say that, you know, you got to beat the chance to be the champs. And I'll just go that Thunder's the champs right now. I'd like to root for this one. I'm going to go with the Thunder. You guys tell me, what are you going to go with? Which one? You guys go ahead and just argue it out.
I think you know my picks, you know. Yeah, you already know. San Antonio.
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Yeah, I mean, Daryl's been calling me a San Antonio fan for like 3 years. So
he has.
I mean, I think I have a jersey around here, but I promise you, somebody just gave it to me because I was at a work event. It wasn't something I went to the store and bought. I just want to be clear. I'm a Rockets fan.
Whatever.
I'm all about the heartache. But in this case here, I'm going to go with Daryl. I just think, although, Bruce, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is going to be that one time where I have made comments around having to be taught how to win. And I do believe in that spirit that the Thunder are the best team that fit in that scenario. But there's just something going on with that Spurs team. I just think they have a lot of balance. And let's just call it, I mean, the defense there, the way they protect the rim, they just feel like they're a well-coached team. I mean, obviously, you know, they had their hiccups with Wemby, but I mean, had he not been, you know, out or whatever, like, I mean, just imagine what kind of story we would be talking about. So, I don't know. I just think right now, Wemby is just kind of that X factor, and I just think San Antonio, for whatever reason, I may eat these words. I think they're going to come out. It's going to be 7 games. Let me be very clear about that. This is not going to be a sweep or
it should be a great
4-2.
game.
It's going to be 6 games minimum, but I'm going to call it 7, and I'm going to call Spurs in 7.
Well, let me ask you a theory. You know, you always hear it's always hindsight that someone gets proven correct or not.
Yeah.
But you know, with Thunder, they swept. They have a little more rest. Now, some people will say their little rest is going to help them. Some people will say, you know, they get a little stale when they come out in game 1, particularly against a good team like Spurs. They might blow the first game.
Right.
Have any predictions if this rest for the Thunder is going to help them, or is it going to hurt them? Or I know we don't really know. I think the experts will say like, "Oh, I knew they were going to be rusty," but what do you all think? I say it's going to help them, particularly with SGA hurt.
Yeah, I don't think about that. I can't. I mean, you know, it's a basketball game, man. I mean, it's just I don't know. I know Marcus probably think you have a theory.
Yeah, I got a
What you
theory.
got? Yeah.
I do feel that obviously the Thunder swept, and they won that series against the Lakers 4-0, but that was not a battle-tested team, right? And when I think about what the Spurs, even though they took that series in 6 games, I think that they're just hot right now, right? They're riding that momentum. They're going to carry that momentum into tomorrow night. And so I don't think it's always the case that the team that gets the most rest or just let's call it a week's worth of rest doesn't always mean they're going to win. But in this case right here, I think that the Spurs are going to come out they're going to come out to shoot and take the first game. I don't know why. I mean, I think they're going to take it on the road. I just feel like they're hungrier. And
well, they are. Okay,
yeah,
I can't disagree with that.
Good team. Thunder's a good team, but yeah, that's my pick. I'm sticking to it.
Okay. All right. Well, we got to go with the game that's really in progress right now. Pistons and the Cavs, they're 3-3. I think all three of us have been picking the Cavs, but, and the game 7, the history of James Harden, will that come into play? He has not been a very good player when you at this type of period, when you're on the 7th game like this. I'm still going to stick with the Cavaliers. Be great for him to go ahead and knock one through, but hey, he's a big X factor to me.
Yeah, I was having some tremors there, man, just thinking about them James Harden letdown days in Houston. I'm sorry. Darren, you take the first pick on this one. I'd love to hear your take.
Yeah, for sure. It's Cavaliers. Again, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden. Then you got, the 2 big men in the middle and a great supporting cast. So, I think they're going to take it, and we'll see them in the next round for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys. I think we're all on the same page. Cleveland's they're gonna dog it out tonight. It's gonna be a hell of a game. But Donovan Mitchell, is averaging like 28 points. I mean, they just have a good team. They're solid. They're ready to go. They're hungry. They're ready for that next level. Now, do I think they're gonna get past New York real easy? No, that's a different topic. No, but tonight I'm calling the Cavs.
Okay, well, let's go with that topic. We got 2 options that might play the Knicks. And they're playing it right now, but let's figure out if the Cavs win and Cavs are playing the Knicks, how's that game going to go?
I'm going with the Knicks. I think the Knicks. I think these two going to beat this game happening tonight. They're going to beat the hell out of each other. But unlike some of the other sweeps we've seen in the season, like I feel like the Knicks are just in a different. They're just in a different zone right now. They are finals destined. I just think that, they haven't been to the finals since like 94 or something like that, since they went up against the Rockets. But I think they are ready. They're ready.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think they're going to score enough points. So
the Knicks,
the Knicks. Oh. Yeah, I don't think they're going to score enough points. So yeah, I'm definitely sticking with the Cavaliers. I mean, and again, I know we're saying what if this one play them and what if that one play them, but
right.
I can't pretend like I don't believe that it's going to be Spurs Cavaliers in this championship.
It's going to be Spurs. It's going to be Spurs Knicks, baby. Texas and New York.
Well, we got those. I'm going with the Knicks. Mainly because I've been rooting for Jalen Brunson. That's the biggest thing I know. But now we're testing 2 different theories. I mean, I think last week, Daryl, you mentioned that they're a bunch of role players. Can role players make it?
Bunch of role players that they don't. We're talking about the Knicks because I don't think they really.
The Knicks.
I just don't trust them. I don't trust Hark. I don't trust. What's his name? I can never think of anybody's name when I need to know it, right?
Jalen Brunson.
Wait till you get over 7.
No, Jalen Brunson's gonna do his thing. Jalen Brunson's gonna do his thing.
Carl Anthony Towns.
No, Carl Anthony Towns gonna do his thing. But it's those other guys that they have. Those secondary guys that show up sometimes, and I mean, I don't understand why they just. Some of them sometimes I just don't understand why they just don't stay at home. And I know. In the playoffs, it looks like they're just really handling their business, but they're gonna be exposed when they play Cleveland. They're gonna get exposed, man.
No, the Knicks are playing with that New York swagger, man. I'm sorry, they got the hat tilts to the side. I think Brunson has just become a straight up superstar. So I don't know. That's just my pick right there.
Well, that also goes against the other theory is yours, Marcus. The New York, have they gone through that era when you say in order to win, you have to learn how to lose? And they've been getting close, playing very well, but they keep losing. Has that experience been enough to make them win now? Now we get to go with that theory too. So,
and Bruce, you bring up another point that I personally, I'm sorry, man. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just being a little bitter about it, but I James Harden, like if prime James Harden has shown that he is incapable of marshaling a team and the energy and the spirit and the centricity of a team to get them across the finish line at this stage of his career, I don't see that happening. He folds, man. He folds whenever it really counts. He folds.
Yeah, but he was also trying to play hero in those previous teams and those previous opportunities. I mean, he wanted the ball in his hands all the time. He wanted to shoot all the time, off balance 3-pointer, trying to fake it. I mean, he was not playing on a team. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't.
Well, I mean, you had CP3 at one point, right? So I mean, he did have, but again, they didn't have a solid inside game back. That's a different story. Okay, I'm with you, Darryl. I'm with you. I'm still gonna say New York, though. Yeah. I'm still going with New York.
Gotcha.
All right, then. Well, what if Pistons do pull it out tonight? So we got the Pistons against New York Knicks. Who do you think could win those two? Pistons was ranked, the first seed or coming into it all together, but. What do you think of those two? Knicks was they second or third seed, something like that. I think third seed. So they were good too.
Yeah, the Knicks were the third seed. Yeah, Pistons. Yeah, and then obviously the second seed Celtics got knocked out in the first round.
Well, yeah, I would go Pistons in that scenario. We're gonna see a lot of points scored if that's the case. A shootout between Bronson and Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm going with the Cavaliers. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you already said that. Yeah. I think you said it. Yeah. You said it a couple times. It's all good. Yeah.
What'd you say, Marcus? Where are you going with?
I think a lot of people right now, when you look at it right now, I'm just gonna go. I feel like this is all leading to a yellow brick road, which will finalize with the Knicks and the Spurs going up against each other in the finals. That's where I'm taking this.
I'm going with Knicks also. I think mine's just that for whatever reason, because Brunson was the Mavericks, Nico got rid of him. I'm just going to root for him. So, yeah. And I think they're a good team too. So I'm going to go with the Knicks. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
But now, for the answer to... Oh, go ahead, Darryl. You're going to say something.
Yeah, I just needed to sneeze. I'm sorry.
Oh, bless you. Gazoon tight.
Oh, yeah.
Guys do look a little red, Darryl. Guys do look a little red. Where you coming from, Darryl? Where you coming from?
Where am I coming from?
Yeah, why your eyes look so red? Where you been? What you been up to? What you been up to?
Well, first of all, I was in Phoenix for 11 days, and now I came home to this allergy. So
there you have it. Oh yeah, you messed up.
All right, the answer to the trivia question: what player was MVP for a losing team in the NBA Finals? Who do you think?
For some reason, the only person I could think that could fit into that category, and it's probably gonna be wrong, and it's probably gonna be somebody from the '60s, but I'm just gonna go with Magic Johnson.
Ooh, that's a good guess. Not right though. Any guesses, Darryl? It's further back than that. Same team. Good team. Same team though. Same team.
I knew it was gonna be a little further back. Sorry,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's a good one too, but it's not right. But the same team, Jerry West. West. Remember they kept playing? Well, you didn't remember. If you go back in the Wayback Machine, it was always the Lakers versus the Celtics. When they got those 11 championships, most of the time they're playing the Lakers. And this particular one, the Lakers, they looked like they were going to do it, and they didn't. But Jerry West, and you know what I also saw with this, I looked it up. That was the very first year for the MVP, 1969. And it was the last championship for Bill Russell.
Yeah.
So that's quite something in
Yeah,
that year.
I think a hard line has been determined that in order to win the Finals MVP, you have to win the Finals. I mean, that's
I
probably,
would think so.
yeah. I mean, I can't. That's why when you said it, but I got to tell you, Bruce, that was a great trivia question. Yeah.
Did you ever see that shot? You know, he was incredible. He just didn't win enough, but he was in a lot of finals. Jerry West made. There was that shot he made to tie up a game in the playoffs, and it may have been that series too. I don't remember, but it was like he let it go with less than a second to go from the free throw line on his side, and he was shooting the other way. So like 3/4 of the length of the court, and he made it in that basket. So that guy, he was quite the player. Just kept running against those Celtics.
Why do I feel like there's B-roll playing right now? Oh.
He might be today. I don't know, but he was great back then. I just remember he was so great. He was on a commercial for shaving cream, so he had this big beard of shaving cream on him. Almost looks like Harden, except it was just shaving cream. He's running around to show how thick and foamy it was. It wouldn't even fall off of Jerry West, you know.
Oh wow.
I knew you'd like that trivia.
You gotta love those endorsement commercials back then, man. It was simpler times, man. Just have to
it was, wasn't it?
All you needed was a tunnel and a can of Coke and Mean Joe Green. That's all you needed.
Oh, that was a great commercial. That was incredible commercial. You know, some of them looked like they were easy to shoot, but that was brilliant. Some of them were more brilliant than others. You know, the shaving cream one wasn't brilliant.
And shout out to Mean Joe Green of University of North Texas.
Mean Joe Green.
Back then it was UN. What was UNTC or something?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we got for today, you guys. Let us know. What did you think? Who do you think's going to win all these? Are we right or are we correct? Also, did you get the trivia question right? Well, like, share, and also, what do you call it? Subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Have fun.
All right, John.